Okay, friends, welcome back to yet another session of Thinking and Destiny. We have completed successfully the mental destiny, the last class. So far, we have seen the physical destiny, psychic destiny, and mental destiny. The fourth one, which is also very important, which will give you the self-knowledge, is the Noetic destiny. So that we are going to start today. Before we start with the Noetic destiny, let us connect with the Percival's consciousness with meditation. Please sit in a meditative posture. Cross your legs, clasp your hands, and close your eyes. Please observe your natural, soft, tranquil breath. You never imagined how a thought flows and get manifest back through various spheres. All we know is physical destiny. But before coming to physical destiny, so many things that happen in the life world, form world, and light world. Then only coming to the physical world, which we can observe with our naked eye. Please rub your palms and keep it on our eyes for a few seconds and open your eyes with a beautiful smile on your face. Before we go further, let's recap how we ended the physical destiny. Sirisha Garu, over to you.
Friends, Prasanna Madam has discussed in the last session on theosophical movement and about deep sleep, the states of human beings in deep sleep, in trances, and after death are generally psychic. Dewar passes beyond his conscious in parts of its mental atmosphere. In deep sleep, Dewar cannot hear, see, taste, smell, or touch anything, but he may feel, and that kind of feeling is so different from feeling of sensations. Any subject can be taught, dealt with, transmitted to the doer. Abstract subjects connected with physical life, like mathematics or any of the sciences, or with emotional life, like probity or courage. The doer beyond any stage where it could see clairvoyantly. In certain states, doer may be conscious in the mental atmosphere. What is active in such states is the doer of the triune self. Mystics who feel that they are union with God are usually in such a psychic trance. The colors, sights, sounds, and feelings, they overwhelm him. Clairvoyance is considered to be spiritual vision. vibrations, the key to everything. Can see signs from God, beautiful figures to be saints, emotions, and the form plane to be heavenly joys, ecstasy to be union with God. These lights and colors are not the light of the intelligence, nor are they pursued by the light of the intelligence. That's what we understood from the deep sleep, and also discussed on 12 states and stages after death. If you want to know more, can watch on PMCU's YouTube channel by Prasanna Medisetti. Today we'll be knowing about Noetic destiny from Prasanna Madam. Over to you, Prasanna Garu.
Thank you. Thank you for a very short summary, because it is taking away. There's a lot of concepts that we have explained in the last session. So you can just revise it as suggested by Suresh Garu. Coming to the Noetic destiny, we can actually perceive some of the things like what is physical, what is psychic, what is mental destiny, because we are able to perceive something, because we are able to imagine something, right? But Noetic, we are not even able to imagine it. Where is the word Noetic itself is the very new to us, very new to if you are to this, right? And also the Percival introduced this thing. So Noetic destiny or Noetic world, which is the light world. So Noetic destiny is in the light world. So here, before I just start, right, let me show you one figure, so that you can get the recap of many things. Share screen. Am I able to share both?
Not yet seen, Prasanna Garu.
No. Something happened. My screen got blanked out. Yeah, it's coming back. Let me share. It is not the one that I want to show. I hope document. Okay, just give me a minute. Let me go back. We opened it directly, but something happened. I didn't remember the page number, so I need to browse it.
You're looking
for 5B.
5B, right? Okay.
If you know the number, let me know. I can type it.
Yeah, it's 956.
956?
Yeah.
956. No, maybe the books are different.
Yeah, of course. At least.
Actually, open this better, no? But,
yeah. So 5B. Yeah, it's a different page. Okay.
Yeah. 5B. Yeah. Here is the page, right? If you see, this is the page I would like to see. So here is the total thing is, whatever we have is the smallest, tiniest dot in the bottom. That is the physical thing that we have it, the physical atmosphere of the human. In the entire world, we are in this particular thing. We are in this small dot only, we are here. So the entire thing, all other worlds are like this. So this is the human physical world, but it is the physical atmosphere of the human. So after this cycle, it is the form world. Okay. In the form world, the doer has the psychic destiny in the form world. The next one is the mental destiny, which is the life world, which is the mental destiny. So see here, this is the biggest cycle in the second half of it. If I take the other half, leave it. Second half of it is, it's a mental destiny is the bigger circle. And for that, we took almost 5-6 months in order to learn what each and every aspect of mental destiny. But now this is the entire half circle. That is the next one is the knower, which is in the light world. So here is the Noetic destiny. Okay, this is actually the doer is in the physical atmosphere, because the human being, we are all in the physical atmosphere. And here all this is the atmosphere of the triune self. The psychic, mental and the noetic destiny is in the atmosphere of the triune self. And the noetic destiny is in the life world. Okay, the noetic, mental, psychic atmosphere of the human are portions of the atmospheres of the triune self that reach into the physical atmosphere of the human. From these portions, a portion of it is going to reach to the physical atmosphere. The physical atmosphere of the human is made up of emanations from the four-fold physical body, from which extended the few inches considering the distance. We see the distance, right? The figure, one figure with the four-fold distance, right? I can show you here. Okay. This is the fourfold physical body. So all the coming only in between. All these are all the different worlds, and here in the middle is the physical world that which is getting manifested. Okay, that's what it is. Okay, let me stop it here. Can I open it here? Okay. Seems like some issues with the system today. Okay.
You want to share PDF? We can share. So
no, not the PDF. Actually,
okay.
I'm talking about this one right now. I would send it to you, but nevertheless, because I never get the issue right. Okay, you got it right now?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Here is I'm just keeping just to remind you again, it's a physical book, Thinking and Destiny, by the Harold Percival. I'm just wanted to see him again, because he is giving a lot of knowledge to us. So a thought has no size. See his thing. A thought has no size. It can be of any size in a physical sense, but is vast as compared to the physical acts and objects into which it is later precipitated. So it may not have the size, but it can be as large as your dreams can have nothing, right? So you can dream anything. So similarly, you can thought of anything. The power of thought is enormous and superior to all successive physical acts, objects and events that body forth its energy. The thought has a lot of power. You cannot. So because of this thought energy only, we are giving the physical acts, objects, and events that is coming. A thought often endures for a time much greater than the whole life of the man who thought it. Sometimes to realize that to manifest the thought, it may take a whole life, more than a whole life of a man. So it may get manifest only in the next world. That's what it is. Suppose if you take, there are two brothers who born in the same family. One became so super great, and the other one was normal. They both were born in the same poor family. Let us take why the one is become super successful and other is not. It is only the thought, because both are having the same conditions, both are having same genes, both was raised by the same parents, but still they have the different things, because one has a thought of high and is able to rise. And the one did not thought, and so he satisfied with whatever he might thought, oh, who in the world that we can get it, something kind of negative thoughts he might have done it. So that much the power of the thought. Here in section 1 is talking about the knowledge of the conscious self in the body, the noetic world, self-knowledge and the knower of the triune self. Here the total thing about the noetic destiny is the self-knowledge, Atma Gnana. In Telugu, okay, it is all the self-knowledge that he is talking in the noetic destiny. Okay, whatever the Bhagavan Krishna taught in Gita, and here he is also taught, I think, taught us the self-knowledge, conscious self. Within ourselves, there is a conscious self. Noetic destiny is the condition that includes the amount of knowledge, the conscious self in the body available to the human. Condition includes the amount of knowledge, the conscious self in the body available to the human. The much or a little of the light of intelligence, because how much knowledge I have about my conscious self. What I have, if somebody asks, it all depends upon, because as I grow a bit of spiritually, then I may change my answer. But 5 years back or 10 years back, if you ask, oh, I'm Prasanna. So what you do? No, so what else? If they ask still more, okay, I'm working as a project manager somewhere. I studied this. I did this. I have 2 kids. I'm a mom of 2. I'm a wife of so and so. I'm a daughter of so and so. So more than this, I don't have the knowledge. That is all the things which are physically. Whatever I mentioned, Prasanna is the name of the body. I'm a mom of 2 kids. Is this lifetime? I'm working so and so place is the work that I'm doing. I'm a daughter of so and so. I choose these 2 are the parents for this lifetime. So here, that none of them are defining who is me, who is self. But we don't know more than that. We don't know what to define. Who are you means what to define. We don't know more than that. So that is the thing, right? So how much self knowledge? Now, if you are asking, somebody is asking, will think, oh, I'm not just the body. I'm existing before and I'll be existing after. So I took so many births, and because of in order to burn out my karmic bondages or karmic connections, I came again to this earth. So much we can think of now, because we have some kind of knowledge. What is the self? How the self is existing and all. So how much you have that? So the more you know about yourself is the more knowledge you have, more light of intelligence you have. If you know the less, you have the less light of or dimmer light of intelligence that you are having it. Human beings think destiny is physical. So usually we think that destiny is physical. That is what, if you, whether you have so much of self-knowledge or so much of the, all the things, so much of the meditations you did it and so much of the power, nobody care in this physical world. People will care if you are a millionaire and you are traveling in a Lamborghini or something like that, or if you have a bangla kind of home. So something, these are the things the people is caring about. Those are all nothing, actually. Those are all just the physical properties. Okay, human beings. So we are thinking that is only our achievements. Okay, and whatever the destiny is, the physical destiny is only the destiny. That is what we are thinking. But noetic destiny dominates the other 3 kinds. If you are noetic destiny, if you are at the high stage, it dominates all other 3 stages. And it improves all other 3 states: psychic, mental, and physical destiny. It is going to improve if you are good at the noetic destiny. Noetic destiny may not be as obvious as mental destiny. It may not be mental destiny. You can see, okay, mentally you can feel it, and you can see all the whatever the conscious state that we have seen, we are able to see in the mental destiny. But whereas in the noetic destiny, you may not able to feel it. Suppose there are 10 people sitting in a row in a one conference hall. You cannot say, because suppose if one person is wearing a saffron, also you cannot say that he knows the self-knowledge. Because there's no guarantee that because they wear the saffron, they know the self-knowledge or anything. Because somebody is actually with the colorful clothes, you cannot say that you don't have any self-knowledge also. Because you never know. The noetic's destiny is so totally different, because how much that self-knowledge. But if you talk, you may know, because they will radiate that oneness. They will radiate that kind of a peace and kind of things when you are higher the noetic destiny. It manifests through the physical destiny chiefly as a generative power. It is going to be generative power kind of thing it manifests. Psychic destiny as an ability or inability to control the one's passions and desires. So when you are good at noetic destiny, you will control your psychic destiny, your passions and desires, whether they are good or bad, whether you can run after the desires or you have to control your desires. You are able to do when your noetic destiny is right, when you understand your self-knowledge. Through mental destiny as a power of lack of power to do real things. So as a mental destiny, if the noetic destiny is not there, you will feel lack of power. If it is good, then you will feel that you have the power to deal with the real thinking. Noetic destiny is the present state of the human things appear chiefly as their troubles, their afflictions, their diseases, through the immediate cause of all these in the psychic part of triune self. The doer, the thoughts which it generates. So people will think that noetic destiny means it is all that boring kind of afflictions, troubles and all. So it is not at all that afflictions or troubles. But when you understand, suppose after coming to the meditation and before coming to the meditation, does any of your situations have changed? Any of your situations have changed? The situations will not change at all. Remember, friends, situations will be like that before and after also. The people around you are all the same people. Only thing, you will change the way you perceive them. You will change the way that you view them. You will understand that without a karmic bondage, no one will come to you. Without a karmic bondage, no one will be interacting with you. When there is a karmic bondage, they are doing, if they do something bad, then you try to learn the lesson out of it and then take that lesson and move on, instead of having the grudges, instead of having fighting for it. So because your understanding has changed, your reaction to that is changed. Your response to that is changed. You're not reacting immediately, you are responding to that situation in a different way. Noetic destiny is the background of noetic atmosphere rather than active force. It is a background. It's not an active force. When enough people think these lines, their thoughts will be exteriorized. So you may think that in this so much of the bigger world, if I do meditation and if I do meditation, or if I feel that oneness, will the world will be saved, or will the world will get changed? Yes. It will get changed. That we have seen already. So even if there are thousands of people, one meditator is there, that how that reflection can go ripple effect to the other people also. So when so many people, when such a people are, so many people are there, then these thoughts, there is a pretty good chance that the thoughts will get exteriorized, because there are so many people are working towards the same goal. They are releasing the same kind of thoughts. Triune self, a noetic atmosphere, the knower, the noetic part of the triune self, the noetic breath, the noetic world, and the light of intelligence. So this is the noetic atmosphere, means the knower, the light world. Noetic part of the triune self will be there. And there is a breath, is a noetic breath, and the world is a noetic world, and it has light of intelligence. In the noetic world, all these things are all there. It's not the pain. Okay. Noetic destiny, the knowledge, the permanent result as accomplishment in the atmosphere coming from the thinking of a human is stored in the noetic atmosphere of the human. So knowledge, what is that noetic atmosphere? It is saying it is storing about the knowledge, about the human. It's not about me. If I want to tell, I have to tell my name, that this and all, right? Whatever that I told you. So that is not me. What is me? I am a soul. What is the soul? That particular soul, whatever the experiences that I have it, and whatever the experiences I'm going to take, this kind of knowledge is stored in the noetic world. Thinking brings knowledge into the noetic atmosphere and strengthens the powers that atmosphere in such a thing as that in the origin. Nature and the destiny of feeling and desire as a doer, and its relation to the triune self and others. When you are thinking about it, because when you are contemplating about it, thinking means whenever you are contemplating on who am I, what am I doing? So all these things, whenever you are contemplating on this, so you are bringing that noetic knowledge, you are bringing that noetic knowledge into the noetic atmosphere from the origin. And it is from the origin, and you will see that feeling and desire of the doer here, and you will see that relation to the feeling and desire of the doer to the triune self in this noetic world. Knowledge of the conscious self in the body can come only as the result of active thinking. Only when you are doing active thinking, not a passive thinking. Knowledge of the conscious self in the body can come. You have to think. If one day, if I read Atmagnana book and it is done, no, you have to contemplate on it every day in and day out. You have to contemplate, because any spirituality things, that is why satsanga is very important for anything, right? So whenever you are doing it, whenever you are doing this satsang, then only you will be able to repeatedly you are able to remember things. Because once in a week I heard something and then I'm busy with other things, means it is not going to help, because you have to be in this kind of satsangs. You have to be daily practice of the meditation. Then only these things will become the sthitam in your body. Otherwise, one day you listen, it will go. You will hear and it will go like this. Okay, so this knowledge of the conscious self will be the result of active thinking. Always you think about, what means every minute, the mindfulness you have to be there. Every minute you have to be in that mindfulness, all are equal kind of thing. Okay, this knowledge of the intelligent side of the universe is stored in the noetic world. This knowledge is stored in the noetic world. This is not a light world because it is stored in the nature side of the light world. Okay, it is stored. So whenever you are in this particular state, the knowledge of the conscious, simple example, right? So we all think that, I'm feeling oneness. I'm feeling really oneness. I'm feeling in the meditation, I'm feeling a lot of energies and all those things. Simple problem comes. People are shaking like this. The other day I have seen, there is a rice ban in India. Okay, there is a rice ban because they wanted to have, because all exporters are buying directly from the farmer and they are exporting to the other countries, and the people over there are not having it. So it's a fair enough that they had a ban, because the people, whoever is actually the producing, they need to have the food, right, which is the main food for them. So it's a fair enough that they stopped it. Just because of that, people went like a crazy. And if you bought 10 bags, each of you, if you bought a 10 bags, what happened to your fellow brother? Forget about somebody else. What happened to your fellow brother? Can't we think of our Indians, or can't we think of our neighbors, or can't we think of other people? Why we have to grasp? Because where is that oneness that we are missing? We all think and we all say that so many things, but we should, that is what in mindfulness, right? Whenever we had that thing, you should always think it. So let us get 1 or 2 bags. 1 or 2 bags. Let everybody get it. If problem comes, everybody will face it. All of us can face it. All of us, who wanted to have it, or you have so many other options also here. Why are we getting crazy? As if we cannot live kind of thing. This is what I'm saying. Every minute we should have that kind of mindfulness, right? So otherwise, what each thing that we are doing, whether we are feeling that oneness, whether we are mindful of that or not, so that is where the self-knowledge comes into the picture. When you have that, you are connected with your neighbor and your neighbor is connected with everybody. We are all the one, came from the one self, that the supreme self. Then we don't feel that before somebody grabbing them, we won't be grabbing it. It's such a sin, I can say. When we are actually accumulating, when our fellow people are not getting it, it is not at all right. Noetic world is the world of knowledge in the name of common part of the noetic atmosphere of the knowers of the triune selves in the earth. Here, human beings of these triune selves are different from each other. So in the noetic atmosphere, the noetic world is a knowledge. Basically, it is having a knowledge. In the name of common part of all these knower parts are going and sitting there. Okay. But here, these knowers are different because it is the nature side. So all the knowers are, suppose if it is the light world, the other side of it, if it is not a nature side, all the knowers are in one knowledge only. There is a part of the noetic atmosphere, each triune self, it has the common with all the triune selves. So there is when you go further, all the triune selves have the same thing in common. Oh my God. Sorry, Sarishakar, just give me a minute. My phone is charging out.
Oh, okay.
Okay, 1 second. I'll be back.
Yeah, please.
Okay, no, very good. There is a part of the noetic atmosphere, each triune self, that it has a common thing. This oneness among the triune self, that common part is called the noetic world or world of knowledge. When all the triune selves are becoming the knowers, So there is a common place. That common place is same because all are became knowers, all know. They're all omnipotent, omnipresent, right? So they know all the things. It is a common world. It has an identity with the great triune self. It is similar with the great triune self. That is a supreme intelligence. The great triune self of the world, triune self of the supreme intelligence. What is that great triune self? Suppose our knower is triune self. So great triune self means it's a supreme intelligence. Triune self is a great triune self. Noetic world consists of the knowledge of everything concerned in the earth sphere. So it is having, what is that knowledge it is having? It is concerned with everything about the earth sphere. Earth sphere, the third earth, fourth earth, what are the things, what are within the sphere, how the matter has formed, what are the forces that it has, what are the elementals that we have it, what are the gods that we have on the earth, who are the gods that we have on the earth, how the earth is actually rotating, what is the law that by which it is rotating, who are the elemental beings, so how many races are there, what is past, the earth past, present and future, continents, how many continents, what are the races that we have on the physical earth. So all structure, past, present, exterior, interior sides of the earth crust, everything, all the information is stored in the Noetic world about this earth. About this earth, complete information is stored in the Noetic world. Nature of the sun and moon and their functions, their timings, measurements, also there in the Noetic world. All the knowledge of the mature matter, whatever the knowledge that has been come as a manifested matter on the earth, everything about that knowledge is stored in the Noetic sense. The knowledge of the origins of the nature of the triune self, their progress, their final destiny and relationship with the light of intelligence. How this actually the triune selves are coming, what is stage that they are, what is their progress and what is their final destiny and what is the relationship between this triune self and the light of intelligence. All this information which means everything about the earth and everything about the beings on the earth, everything about the different kingdoms, everything was stored in this Noetic. Everything will be available in the Noetic world. There is no Noetic destiny in the Noetic world. Noetic destiny kind of thing, it is not there. Physical means we can see. Now mental means we can see. This Noetic destiny is a knowledge. It's a treasure of knowledge. All that touches the matter, forces and beings. Because when Patri sir, let us take an example, when he is there, right, when by seeing a person, he used to tell something, even that person may not be knowing it. Okay, that person also, oh my God, what is this kind of thing? Because he is able to do it. He is in that position of the knower. So he is able to see that through the other person, through the destiny of the other person, and able to know it. He is the nature side of it. He may not, because when he is in the other light world, he will know completely. But when he comes to the nature side of the things, most of the things he will be able to perceive. That is the reason he is able to give it. Knowledge which human acquires is available to him only during the life. Because for every other human being, the knowledge, I have so much knowledge, I can do C++, Java, blah, 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 all those things. Because these are all the knowledge that I have acquired in this lifetime. That is the one which is available to the human being. Except a small portion, which is essence of the knowledge assimilated and stored in the doer in the body. But there is a knowledge, which is the summary of the knowledge that I have assimilated in the doer in the body. Because my body, my soul is taken so many births. And as a doer, it acted, whatever the knowledge I got it is going to be stored in a small part that is not available to me. If it is available, then I would have known that, okay, not only now present relationship, future relationship, for past relationships also I can see. One moral question on moral questions, hidden knowledge reveals itself through rightness and speaks as conscience. On a moral questions, hidden knowledge reveals itself through rightness and speaks as a conscience. So when time comes, the hidden knowledge will come. We have seen so many gurus who practiced meditation for years and years together. Then suddenly they will wake up and the knowledge will come and flow. The knowledge makes human responsible. When the knowledge was given, human being will feel responsible. They feel responsible. They feel that they need to serve the society. That is why Patri sir went each and every village in the bus, RTC bus, and taught the meditation for him, because he got that thing. So we have so many gurus like that who are actually promoting whatever the knowledge that they have got through from this world. Self-knowledge of the knower of the triune self is always certain, because self-knowledge is always certain. It leaves no room for arguments. Self-knowledge means it is Sri Krishna, when he told that when Arjuna is getting troubled, he said that whom you are killing, you cannot kill anybody. You are just destroying their bodies. These bodies anyway they will get destroyed. Why are you worried? You cannot kill the soul of any person. You don't have the right. Okay, that knowledge when he gave to the Krishna, Arjuna, he don't have any questions, no arguments, because that is the self-knowledge he has given to him. The soul knowledge he has given to him. So he will not have any questions on that. That is the summation of thinking has found its completion. It is give a complete knowledge. Krishna, when he is giving, it is a complete knowledge to Arjuna. Similarly, the same knowledge that we are getting here in the Percival is giving us. Self-knowledge of the knower comes to the doer and intuition. In the form of intuition, it comes. The self-knowledge will come as an intuition. Even Percival, when he's crossing the 12th street of New York, he got like 1,000 suns. And then the knowledge is downloading. He is not understanding. Later he read the books because he wanted to get this confirmation from somewhere, because where this knowledge, who will believe me? That kind of thing, right? So that is why he started confirmation for that and then read, but the knowledge came already to him. Even while writing the book, he just closed his eyes and he is in there, some meditative state kind of thing, and he used to dictate the things and then somebody wrote it. Self-knowledge of the knower is not subject to argument. There's no arguments. When Krishna told Arjuna, Arjuna asked a question, there's no argument about it. Intuition is not a feeling. Remember, intuition is not a feeling that you are getting. It is not a instinct or a prejudice or a preference. It is just that the thought will just like that, it will come. It is impartial. It does not come everybody who, intuitions won't come to everybody, but those who get it, they won't mention it also. Many people, when they are getting intuitions, they won't mention it also because they wanted to understand more. They wanted to keep that power kind of thing. Intuition means, he has given a beautiful sentence, intuition is a tuition by oneself from within. From our within, the tuition is coming to oneself. It is not taught by somebody. So these are all the teachings are all help you to go further into, dig into yourself so that you can get that knowledge, whatever the power of knowledge that is there within you, you can just dig that out. All these teachings should go within you, should go and make inwards. Instead of we got used to look at the outside the world, outward, and we are perceiving with our senses all the outside things, but we wanted to look inside. For that, the self-knowledge is useful. If one open to sharing the knowledge without restrictions, suppose if you start sharing that knowledge, whatever it comes without any restrictions, then the more knowledge will download. Whenever you are not using it for selfish purpose, remember friends, the intuitions things, many people will get it. But the thing is, once they got that kind of powers, people will use it for the selfish needs. Then it will be gone. Whenever you are not using for any selfish needs and without restrictions, happily you are able to send that knowledge to everybody, then most of the people shut themselves because they have a selfish drive. If they don't need, the more and more knowledge will be available to you. It gives more evidence to him that there is an inner source. It gives more evidence. I cannot prove it, but I can give. So as many times I told you, I have told you that because I don't have any faith on myself that I can teach this book. But today, some days today I took 6 hours in order to understand what it is. These simple sentences, you may feel that, okay, this is all very simple, but it's not so simple as when I read that book. So we have to understand from where everything is coming, right? So all this, is it that I am able to, am I doing it? No, whenever I have this intention to share it with you without any selfish need, the inner force is the one that is helping me to understand, that is helping me to give you and share the knowledge within me, because I'm not doing it for any selfish motive. As an aspect of noetic destiny is the amount of light of intelligence present in the noetic atmosphere available to the human. That is, noetic destiny is amount of the light of intelligence that is available. How much the self-knowledge that is available. With the light, one acquired the knowledge of consciousness and self-body, self in the body. When you are in the body, you are able to understand that soul, self, and the knowledge of the consciousness, you are able to acquire it. As human acquires the knowledge of the consciousness self in the body, he receives more light. As you acquire more self-knowledge, you receive the more light from the Noetic destiny. Another aspect of the Noetic destiny is quality of the light of the Noetic. Quality of the light. What is the quality of the light that you are having, that Noetic atmosphere? The light which is non-attachable. This light should not be attachable, non-attachable light, and gone out many times and has been made unattachable, so that it can never bound again to the desire and sent to the nature. So it should not be attached with your desires and feelings. It should be flow. That's what I'm saying. Whenever that knowledge comes, you should not use it for your own selfish purpose, or you should not use it for any other means. Noetic atmosphere of the average human is very, very little. Noetic atmosphere of the human being is very little. He thinks that, oh, I am the body, I'm living very happily, or all that kind of thing, which shows that what will happen, he will have the repeated kind of experiences only. The man will go, the man will come back and have some experiences, he'll go and he'll come back. Because he's thinking, whenever I say why don't you do meditation for a few minutes? Whenever I try to, oh, Prasanna, why should I do it? My life is cool. I'm happy with whatever I have it. That meditation is for the people for the depressed people only. That meditation is for those people who cannot believe themselves. So these are the kind of answers you'll get it from few people, because they think that they think their life is, this is it. This is the life and I'm enjoying it. That's all. They're not thinking beyond that. Okay. So for those kind of people, so the light of intelligence is very dim. Okay, without learning anything, without changing any of the positions as a doers, without the desires, without free from themselves. They don't want to free from themselves this birth and death. They think that now the life is so good. They think next lifetime also will be so good. They are forgetting whatever the karmas that they are doing in this lifetime, that will come and back by them. They are just forgetting it. They are not understanding that kind of thing. They do not have any wish to come out of this birth and death cycle. They do not have a desire to look the light of intelligence. With those people, we cannot, because many people, the average people, will have the only less light of intelligence only. We have it. Okay, that is about the introduction of this Noetic destiny. And section 2 is more or less, we have already discussed it, but we may be discussing in a what do you say? In a summary, I will say that why in the world we came to this world. Why in the world we came to this world, how we'll go back. So before we come to this world, we are the perfect sexless body. That we know it, right? And then because we came to this world as a dividing the male and female, we have to balance our feeling and desire, all the things. Then we'll go back and unite, and then we'll become the perfect sexless bodies. Okay, we have a test. Why the test is conducted? If you want to be the part of the world, if you want to be the part of the government, in which you are controlling the world kind of thing, then you have to pass this exam, pass this thing. That's what here it is having. The doers now in the human bodies are perfect bodies and were conscious as a doer parts of the triune cells in the realm of permanence. When they are in the realm of permanence, they are very conscious that what are they? But only when they come to the earth, they forgot all the things. For each triune self to be qualified, to be one of the government, if you want to be in the government and govern the world of the time and destinies of the nations of the human beings, it's necessary a doer part to take and pass through the trial test. So this is a trial test of the success of balanced union of feeling and desire. Feeling and desire. Feeling is a female part and desire is a male part. It is dividing and come. They need to balance it out. Here the doer should temporarily divide the sexless body into the male and female body. It will divide the male and female body. The desire of the doer in the male body and feeling to be in the female body. So desire is in the male body and feeling in the female body, it will divide. Feeling and desire mind should think as a union, uninfluenced by the body mind, which means the body senses. When they will get connected, when these minds are uninfluenced by your sense minds or a body mind. Body mind is nothing but if I say that, if I touch here and say that the water is cold, that means here my sense is working here and I'm feeling the cold when I touch the glass, then I'm saying the water is cold. That's a sense knowledge, I have it. Okay, and I'm getting a jasmine smell here because I just had a jasmine garland to the god just now. So I have the jasmine, that is the sense knowledge from my nose is having it. So all this knowledge is a sense knowledge, I have it. Okay, you should not get influenced by this sense knowledge. You should uninfluenced by the body mind. Then you will be able to unite. When the doer passed the test, a temporary male and female bodies merged once again to become it will become a perfect body. Now permanently balanced in one sexless body. So now they will permanently become one in the sexless body. Desire and feeling were inseparably welded in the balanced union. Desire and feeling inseparably, they are welding in one body because they have got balanced. Each of the doers now in the human body are failed to pass the test, because now whoever is there, you and me and all the people, whoever is existing, we all fail to pass the test. Okay, they are influenced by the desire and feeling minds to think themselves as the bodies until they are consorted. So we think that we are the bodies. We are not in the soul consciousness. That is why we are still here. Once you become a soul consciousness, once you come out of the desire feeling states, once you can balance it out, then you can go. You will get reunited. So conscious light was withdrawn by their thinkers, because from these people, the conscious light was withdrawn by thinkers and knowers as they were in the darkness, because these people are all in the darkness. The conscious light was withdrawn. You are dimmed. They left the realm of permanence. So they left the realm of permanence. They could not see it anymore. We left the realm of permanence. We came from the realm of permanence only, but we cannot perceive it. They are male and female bodies subject to the death and re-existence. These people, right? So once so male and female bodies, it came. So they are, once we come here, we forgot that we came from the realm of permanence. We are doing all the kind of actions. We are accumulating the karmas, and in order to burn that karmas, we are coming again. So it is all the death and re-existence. Death and re-existence. We are in that cycle. Male body existed with the feeling dominated by the desire. Both have the feeling and desire, but male body feeling is dominated by desire. So feelings are less and desires are more. Female body existed, desire dominated by feeling. So feeling is more and desire is less. There being only one, but for both of them, there is only one breath form, because they came from the one triune self. So they both are in the one breath form. You feel like whenever such a persons are there, you feel like you are the mirror. You are the mirror, because the doer think are controlled by body mind can think, because here the doer thinking and controlled by the body mind and can think only him as a man and woman. We are not able to think that we are the sexless perfect bodies. We are thinking, being a girl, I can do this. Being a girl, I cannot do this. Being a male, I should do this. So that kind of feelings, because we are all feeling that male, female, this is okay kind of thing that we are feeling. Okay. Doers in the human bodies must re-exist bodies until they think of themselves as the doers of immortal triune selves. Until I realized I'm a triune self, I'm an immortal being, and I need to work to go to my realm of permanence. This is not my home. I need to go back to my home. Until I work towards that, so this birth and death will be re-existing. The conscious selves as the doers of triune. Until I know that these doers are the conscious triune cells. Temporary separation made the matter by transfusion. So when they have temporarily separated the matter, it made the matter, because I am a human being, this is all matter, right? So when within me the soul is there, but this is all the matter. So by transfusion, there are two bodies connected with each other by a magnetic tie. These two bodies, male body, female body, were connected as a magnetic tie, and they served as a bridge between the two bodies. These two bodies are now they are getting separated and going into the separate. Each body saw itself as over the other, looking like a glass. When the glass is there, right, you just is a reflection you see. This male body and female body, they got separated. They have same kind of things. They are just maybe one, the desire is dominated, one, the feeling is dominated. That's all. They felt and acted as a one. They felt and acted as a one, just as their reciprocal action in one of the hands, whatever one does. So one is doing the other one, same thing they are doing, so they are the reciprocating. So projection of a female form, it could be male form also, but just one example. How that projection of the female form came into the projection of the female form or the male form, the transformation of the matter from the perfect physical body of the doer into the form illustrated the two ways. How that the perfect body to the male-female bodies it came, right? It will be done in a 2 steps. Temporary materialization during the spiritual permanence. There in the top layer, the spiritual permanence, there is a temporary materialization will happen, and the permanent materialization will happen when the fetus, because the gestation of the fetus and the birth of the baby, then its actual real physical body will come. So first one is a temporary materialization, second one is a permanent, because the baby born. There is an exuding. The first time I heard exuding in the men, they'll use a little by little, right? In the of the astral and radiant form to the physical body, little by little, it will send from the astral to the physical form of them through the medium, and development of that form in the transient physical fleshy body. So slowly it is sending to the it will become the transient to the physical fleshy body. Here the star had extended from the medium as exterior transient body to the materialization, and there is a magnetic tie between the medium bodies and body materializing to physical. There is a medium body, that is astral body, and materializing into the physical world. There is some tie is there between those two. Okay, and then second form when it comes to the womb. So from womb, placenta will be developed, right? So second, during the placental development, where a human body is being prepared. Here human body is being prepared. The transfusion is from the mother directly into the fetus, from the mother to the fetus. Here, that cord is umbilical cord. Here again, the umbilical cord is the magnetic tie. At the birth, the cord and placenta are the cast off. Independent circulation of the baby established by its own breath and individual existence begins. So when it comes, when the umbilical cord was cut, then the actual own breath it is going to take, that individual existence will form. See, astral form to the totally coming to the physical form, and the mother womb is the one step, mother womb, placental development and coming out, umbilical cord cut is the second step. So with that, we are getting that actually the physical body. Like this, when a feeling and desire of these bodies adjusted and balanced a perfect union, two bodies would have reunited. So once in the physical form it came, when their feelings and desires were adjusted, so they will go back and they will mingle as a perfect body. When these doers passed the test, the projected body was reabsorbed. They will reabsorbed into the one, the original body, male and female, they will reabsorb into the one body. And then if it's a male body, it's a female body, they both got balanced and they will become one. So it is a perfect body now. So that is 2-column sexless perfect body. It will become, okay, which takes place in the, now they have a place to take place in the government, the world administration, and the destinies of the nations, and the destinies of, now they can decide the destinies of the nations. That is how whoever passes the test, they can go. Doers failed in the test, what they will do? They will come on this earth. Whoever is failed in the test, some of the doers have failed the test, were in the third and now in the fourth earth or present earth. So third and fourth earth, whoever is present, they are coming in. Most of them comes from the crust during the fourth earth. They re-exist again and again as human beings until their feeling and desire shall have attained balanced union, regenerated, perfected into the physical body. Until they are regenerated in the physical body, they are coming again and again. Triune self is a unit which intelligence has raised from the state of AIA. It is raised from AIA. He is defining the triune self here. Failed tests are the one that they are re-existing. Here, next topic is triune self. Triune self is an intelligence that has risen from the state of AIA to the state of triune self. From through physical body AIA, it is raised the triune self, which becomes the triune self. It is under the direct influence of intelligence. How it became triune self? Direct intelligence of the influence. Here there's no here, nowhere. So where is the triune self? Here it is there it is not there, nothing like that. Everywhere the triune self is there, everywhere. It is there everywhere. Triune self has a no beginning, no ending. Okay. It has an everlasting realities of unity, truth, eternity, immortality, justice, honesty, and happiness. All the things. It is an omnipotent, right? So it is a unity, truth, all the positive qualities it is able to emanate. Triune self never lose the knowledge, because they are innate doers of the human beings. Innately, they are the triune self or the knowers of the things, right? So they will not lose the knowledge. Thinking was unnecessary, because when there is a complete knowledge is there, you need not think what will happen, that, this and all. Because the knowledge, the moment you thought of it, the knowledge is there. The triune self was a bliss and everlasting. When you are in the triune self, you will be in the blissful state and everlasting state. The triune self is perfect in its knower and thinker parts. This is perfect. The triune self is perfect in the knower and thinker part. When it comes to the doer, it will not qualify, because the knower portion, when we come, doer portion, when we come, we are thinking again, we are the bodies and all, right? So we are losing it. The triune self has three parts. What are this? Atmosphere, 3 atmospheres, 3 breaths, noetic breath, mental breath, psychic breath, 3 atmospheres, noetic atmosphere, mental atmosphere, psychic atmosphere, 3 worlds, light world, form world, and what is the other one? Light world?
Form world, physical world.
No, one more is there. Light world,
Form world, life world, light world.
Life world, yeah, life world. There are so many aspects of the triune self as a quiet distance, and the triune self is one. There are so many aspects are there in the triune self, but everything is one. They act and interact between the aspects, but they are all one. They are distinct aspects, but it is all one. Portions of each of these aspects have to do with the human being as a doer. Each portion may be doing something with the doer. Portion of the psychic part of the body is located. Where is the psychic part? It was located in our body. The psychic part was located in the kidneys. And the desire part is located in the adrenals. Portion of the mental rightness is contacted with the heart, and the reason was contacted in the lungs. This is all we have. It is a recap only. Portion of the noetic I-ness is connected with the pituitary, and selfness is in the pineal body. At the depth of the body, the doer in the body goes with the breath form and disembodied. All these things will be de-embodied through the certain states and returns back to the doer when he is in the body. They de-embodied, but they will come back, because whatever that you learn it, right, it will come back. So
can you just
yeah,
okay.
With this, we have completed 1 and 2 parts of the noetic destiny. So noetic destiny is the essence, totally the essence, or totally the self-knowledge, that what we are supposed to acquire, where we are actually being a spiritually persons, or being a meditators. We wanted to go there. We all wanted to understand, who am I? What is my purpose? Why I came to this world? What should I do it? So if I know that right thing, I will only do that. I will not be entangled with all these physical things. Because I don't know that, I'm entangled with all these things. If somebody in the school, if they taught that, so the other day I'm telling, because now because of this party, so Hinduism is getting so much. So why can't, because some party was ruling, I'm not against for any parties, but when some party has got an opportunity, why can't we introduce the great scriptures like Bhagavad Gita, or great this kind of knowledge to the kids as a paper? We are learning so many things. Why can't we introduce? When we introduce that as a paper, right, we are able to understand how to conduct our life. We never know. I never taught by somebody by Bhagavad Gita, or somebody by any scriptures in the until I get 40. I just studied by my own self, and then only, because of COVID, I got an opportunity to explore more and all those things now. Because if this knowledge was given to the kids in the beginning, maybe when they are in doubt, maybe when they have some question, maybe when they can conduct their life in a better way. So that would have been helpful, right? So because these things need to be taught at an early age than at the later age. But yeah, I'm not saying that it was too late for me, because at least now I am able to be there. Any questions? Anuradha, somebody new I could see. Is it your first session, Andy?
No, I join every Thursday, but
Okay.
late. Yeah, last week also I joined.
Okay.
Yeah, but sometimes I understand, but I this month only I started joining the book club. Sometimes